Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, it's the 9th of January in 2019. Howdy. First things first, housekeeping. Hopefully, you will notice that this video is not nearly as blurry as the last one. We had some minor technical issues. Hopefully, I've rectified that and it will be better from here on out. Yeah, again, thanks to everyone that's been watching, the couple of you that have already watched. Hopefully, the rest of you people in the universe and my friends, countrymen, everyone. Hopefully, you all will be getting the message soon. Yeah, but I want to talk about something that's kind of it's political, but I don't want it to seem like super political. I don't want to come off as like pro, anti either side, because honestly, well, again, that's the problem. Sides. That's dumb. We shouldn't have sides. We're one group. And I can understand having differences of opinions, but like thinking of them as sides is kind of ridiculous. But that's like a whole other idea. So we won't really get into that. But like this wall thing, it's getting a lot of people, and I see I see a few people from back home. Hey, Maryland, Delaware, that are like super wall, like they're very red state. And I mean, I've known them for years and everything, and it doesn't shock me. But for starters, like living out here in Phoenix now, where apparently, this giant caravan's headed, whatever. I wish them the best. I hope they're okay. Everyone needs to be giving them food and water and shelter especially if they're running from governments that are not good for them. It's kind of like a big deal. So there's that. But like the idea of the wall. So this wall thing, everyone's like, oh, we gotta build a wall. We wanna like. I can understand your wall argument is just not a good argument. There's technology we've had since like the 20s in dirigibles, and probably before that. I don't know. I'm not a historian. Talk to Dan Carlin. I'm sure he knows. But like we've had this, we know how to go. Oh, we can go over a wall, and not only that, like you look at El Chapo, and we'll just dig out from under a wall if you have the money for it. So again, like the wall mentality, like I understand your idea, and the idea is that you're worried that someone's going to come in, because my own father was the same way. Now his thing was not Mexicans or anyone from the South. His thing was it's less so now. I kind of talked to him about it. But he was afraid of the whole Muslim invasion. They're making more people than us and blah blah blah. And like anyway, like I get it. Like the idea is that they want to keep someone out because they're worried that they're going to lose their things, like their stuff. Then in a lot of cases they have history. It's not that it's really difficult to say like they didn't have their stuff taken from them, because you technically didn't. Like all these people, they take our jobs or whatever. Well, Americans aren't doing those jobs, man. Like it's just these people that come to our country are working very hard and doing things that like most Americans don't want to do. But so you don't want them here? Like that's ridiculous. So you go do their job, and then no one ever wants to do their job. I can get like wanting to keep secure, and I can understand like wanting to know who's coming and going. And to that extent, by all means, maybe our national security agency should stop spying on its citizenry and instead take all that wonderful technology that they're building out in the desert of Utah, I believe. I could be wrong. Someone will correct me on that at some point in time. That nice data collection center that they got going on. Or maybe it's New Mexico, whatever. Like maybe we go and use that to like secure the border. Like that makes sense to me. Like we instead of spying on knowing what everyone's texting, because they have all your metadata. If you didn't know they have all your metadata, they have all your metadata. It doesn't matter. I had some friends back in the day that were like into some questionable activities, and they were like, "Oh, I don't ever want to be on the internet or cell phone," and like, but I'm like, "No, dude, like they don't ever want to talk about certain things." I'm like, "No, dude, they already know. They know." They know where you're going and who, like, already. It just is what it is. They have this massive technological resource. Why wouldn't they use it? Now, instead of using it for nefarious purposes, which is so far, I mean, man, hit or miss. But why don't we use it for like positive purposes? Like, hey, know who's coming and going through our border. And then when it is someone who is not desirable, because let's get real, there are some, hey, if I was a Mexican dude, I wouldn't want some like punk gangster dude coming from America down to Mexico just because they have the money and means to get there and then like do gangstery things down in my, or if I was in Canada, I wouldn't, like, same thing. It doesn't matter where you are. Like, you don't want certain, it's just is what it is. Like, until those segments of population are, until you can make sure everyone's good all the time, you got to watch people. I get that. So like, why don't we watch the right things? Like, hey, check the border, make sure like, okay, there's someone crossing, find out where they're going, what's going on. We shouldn't, this was the land of the free, home of the Whopper. No, I mean, home of the brave. Like, we should still do that. We still have vast open areas now. Some of my friends have been, well, are you going to take out all our parks and things? And no, hopefully not. No, I know I don't mean, no, I'm not going to do that. But like, we still have room. We could have more people here if we wanted more people here. And we used to take in people, like everybody, because we wanted to help everyone. And that doesn't exist anymore. I think mostly because now it's tax money that helps people. And back in the day, it was religious and social groups that helped everyone. We have moved down the line a little bit. We want everyone to get, we got kind of used to some people getting taken care of. So then we kind of wanted a little bit more people getting taken care of. So now we're in the situation we are. That's the problem, is we don't want, quote unquote, people don't want the like immigrants to come in and take their money. And I'm like, I get that, but like, the pie is infinite. Yeah, sure, we live on a finite planet and whatever, but there's like everything out there. The idea that we should be so worried about protecting our little patch of dirt is just a little comical. Like, my dad is the same way with the farm back home. Like, he's super worried about, like, especially when there was back in the 90s ish, early 2000s, before the collapse of everything. There was like some eminent domain stuff that was going on with like farms and stuff. And my dad was like, oh, they're gonna take our arms, and it's like super worried about his patch of dirt. You're gonna die someday. Like, that's not your patch of dirt. You rent it. It's like they talk about beer. You don't buy it, you just rent it. Like, even if you buy that land, you're gonna die. And okay, sure, you can give it to your kids, which that's kind of what his idea is, but like, it's still not yours. You're still only taking care of it for a period of time. Maybe this time, maybe this month, who knows? Maybe this much time. Shout out to my Chrysalis crew. So the wall thing, like, maybe we can get past it. Like, most religions do want you to embrace other people. They want you to bring it in. Now, there are some that are like kind of closed off. The Jewish traditions, fairly, like, they just discourage you from joining. But I get it, because they've had a hard lot and they want to make sure you're tough enough to join their crew. But like, all these religious groups, I see some, and like, to bring it back to more what I want to talk about, less the politics. Not that I'm anti-talking politics, and it's got a politic flavor, but like, I see some of these Christian dudes and chicks from my history that are just, I mean, dude, like, I don't think Jesus would be I don't think he would be pro-wall. I think he would be anti-wall and pro, like, bring him in and give him a hot meal. It's just kind of, that's my reading from the good book. Same thing with like and you don't really hear about a lot of Buddhists wanting the wall, so I guess that's probably a good thing. It's just, I kind of want you guys to I want to come back in. Like, remember what we're supposed to be. Like, again, we are supposed to be a positive force for hopefully good. We want to be good people. Like, and I think almost everyone wants to be good people. And do you honestly think that building a wall is being a good neighbor and helping out someone else? It's just, I want you to think about that. That's all. If you think we still want a wall, again, if you're talking like because we want border control and we want to know who's coming in, I totally get it. But it's just, I think there's better ways of doing it than building a structure that is non-modern and, is what it is. So other than that, I hope everyone's having a great week. Again, it's still January. Hopefully you're sticking with your goals if you've got goals. And keep on powering up. I hope you guys, like I said, have a wonderful week. And I will talk to you later.